my bridezilla sister to my wedding. You babysitted. My sister, 34 female, and her husband, 36 male, just got married 3 months ago. I, 30 female, was appointed maid of honor. I was so excited to help her plan her wedding, and I took on most of the work since I was unemployed at the time, and she's a doctor. I won't get into details, but take note, she didn't have a wedding planner. It was all me. Okay, that's a lot of work. And let me guess, she didn't want to return the favor for you? Okay, let's see what happens. The time leading up to the wedding, I was miserable because of how the bride treated me. I felt like her own personal slave that she felt like she could kick around because she's the bride. Just because you're a bride doesn't mean you get a free pass to be a bitch. That's what's up. And just because you're a bride, that doesn't mean that you can go around inconveniencing everybody else just because you're getting married. People have this like inflated sense of self whenever they're getting married. Many times I wanted to just step out of the wedding party, but I kept telling myself to just bite my tongue and keep the peace because she's probably just stressed. Yeah. It is stressful, granted, but I mean, you were the one taking on most of the wedding planning, so if anybody should be stressed, it should be you, bestie. After doing so much for her, she refused to invite my fiance. I beg your finest pardon? Even if we've been together for 12 years, but invited my siblings' partners who've been around for only 2 to 3 years. Absolutely not. No. What the hell is that about? My sister and her guy dated for a year before they got engaged, so we don't really know him too well. She said she didn't want my fiance around because people would be asking about my own wedding since they've all been wanting us to get married for a while. Oh, brother. That is so messed up. Like, all the things that you're doing for her. No, she just didn't want you to outshine her. And even so,
get over it.
I refused to do any more work for her wedding until she apologized to me and invited my fiance, which she did. Not exactly sincerely, but whatever. I was hurt she wasn't even grateful for anything I had done for her and her dream wedding because it was expected of me to help. No, wedding planners cost like tens of thousands of dollars. And you're doing all of that for her because she's your sister. And yet she can't be your sister, invite your fiance or your boyfriend at the time, show you just like a little bit of grace here? Cut to the day of the wedding and everything was fine. The ceremony was beautiful and the couple was happy. I was happy for my sister. By the time we got to the reception venue, I noticed my fiance and I were on a separate table from my family. And you were the maid of honor. You were not at the head table. They were at the VIP table and I was cast aside to sit at the furthest table right beside the kitchen. I figured there was a mistake and I calmly asked the bride about it since she handled the seating plan. She looked at me dead in the eye and said, "There's no mistake. That's where we belong." The audacity of this woman! At the kids' table and far away. Well, you certainly know how she feels about you. We were seated with 7 to 14-year-olds. The groom overheard us and agreed with me, but kept quiet when my sister gave him this "you don't dare disagree with me" look. Ooh, that marriage is gonna last like 5 minutes. At the end of the night, the groom apologized to my parents for what had happened to me and said he had no clue the bride did that. But he didn't say a word to me as his bride told him not to. Because of this, I decided not to make an issue and just try to enjoy the remainder of the night with my partner. But I wouldn't make a maid of honor speech. I mean, it would be kind of difficult to get up in front of a bunch of people and talk about how great your relationship is with the bride when she clearly just slighted you after doing all of this amazing stuff for her. Like, and not only that, how embarrassing. If she didn't want anybody asking questions about your marriage or your boyfriend and when you're getting married, now they're all going to be asking questions about why the hell you're seated with some kids instead of at the head table with her. I wouldn't be able to get up and talk nicely about a person after that. No freaking way. My parents noticed where I was and got upset at the situation as well. Literally, like, that is so embarrassing, not just for you, but also for her. Like, everybody's gonna come up asking her, why is your sister not seated with you? And why did you seat her at the kids' table? That is a clear slight. Clear as day. My siblings knew very well I wasn't at their table, but didn't bother looking for me or wondering why I wasn't seated there. When they heard I wasn't making a speech, my 2 brothers walked to my table to tell me off, saying I had to understand my sister and the stress of being a bride. What stress? I'm sorry. The stress of being a bride comes with planning a wedding, which she didn't do. Be nice to her because it's her special day and you're only a bride once. Yeah, right. I bet they'll divorce. I mean, this is the thing. I can empathize with someone being stressed out and acting some type of way. You know, there's lots of weird shit that happens with weddings. Like, I'm learning this now. Engagements, weddings, bachelorette parties. There's weird emotions, strange fights, and strange dynamics dynamics that come about due to, you know, all of that. Regardless of whether or not I can empathize with a situation and how somebody feels, that does not mean that behavior like this should be tolerated. They said I'm a disgrace and a disgusting disappointment for not doing a speech for my sister, that I would make my sister sad, and I was being selfish making the night about me, when I was literally quiet in our corner. Needless to say, I wasn't having the best time, so we got up and left.
Everyone in this family hates me.
We ended up at McDonald's for dinner, and I posted a story of us getting burgers saying post-wedding meal. I made sure I posted it after the reception ended, not to make it look like I dished, but my siblings saw this as an attack to my sister somehow. I fail to see why your siblings do not understand where you're coming from. Like, I fail to understand how they're not on your side in any way. Up to this day, the bride says she did nothing wrong, and her reasoning for putting me there was, one, I didn't plan her wedding exactly like she envisioned during the process, so I deserved to sit there. Okay, again, you're doing this for free. Your sister is not the help, okay? When I was doing everything she told me she wanted. Two, she didn't like that I looked pretty in my gown. Yeah, that's what it is. Got it. And three, I needed to be punished for insisting on bringing my fiance. Oh God, absolutely not. This is so messed up. I didn't plan for my own wedding yet, as I wanted to be 100% focused on hers. Plus, she banned me from getting married before her since she's older. Again, because I didn't want the drama, I agreed. But now I just don't want anyone there except my parents and a few close friends. My parents agree with me, but my sisters are upset, calling me childish. Oh, interesting choice of words. If anyone is being childish, it's the sister.
It's you!
To be completely honest, I just don't like paying for people. Valid. Mine is a destination wedding, and my fiance and I are paying for everything. These are our savings, and I don't feel like splurging on these people. They, along with my grandparents and cousins, are all saying I'm wrong. But hey, if I was excluded from being a sibling at my sister's wedding and no one cared, then why would you be upset if I excluded you in return? And that's the fucking tea for me. Why is it that nobody cared how you were being treated, and now you're expected to turn around and be a sister? Get the fuck out of here with that shit, honestly. I'm glad that your parents are on your side and that they could kind of see where you're coming from here. There is such a thing as like sibling rivalry and like, you know, petty fights between siblings, but at the end of the day, you guys are supposed to be family. You're supposed to have each other's backs. This should not extend into weddings and big family occasions. This is a time for you guys to all come together, not to exclude certain siblings and make them feel like not the a-hole. You can't choose your family, but you can choose who you spend time with. Your sister and your siblings are a-holes. Yeah, I hate that they're all in cahoots with one another, like literally. The fact that an educated doctor can state that you needed to be punished and not realize how middle school she's being really shows her garbage of a person character. Yeah, that's like nuts to me. She's supposed to be smart. She also outsourced the entire wedding planning to you for free and then thought it was okay to use you as a punching bag. Good for you for standing up to her about your fiance. What an absolutely ridiculous reason to exclude him. Again, how anyone with any basic self-awareness can say these things is just beyond. There's just honestly, I'm pretty sure just like a deep-rooted hatred and rivalry that she feels toward you, probably since childhood. And she's gotten your siblings on her side or whatever. Siblings can have falling outs, they cannot have the best relationship, but then you ask this sibling who you clearly don't like to like plan your wedding for you for free? What is wrong with you? Yep, not the a-hole. No contact is definitely something to consider. Your wedding is yours. Do it the way you want. Everyone else can suck eggs. I have sucked an egg. It's not pleasant. They just want a reason to take advantage of you. Oh yeah, no, they saw the free trip and the destination wedding and now all of a sudden they're guilt tripping you? Like, no. Oh, your wedding, so you have to pay for a dress for me. Oh, and a tux for so-and-so. Don't forget the kids have to be included. They all need outfits. Piss on that. Take that destination, bring the people you want, and be happy. Post pictures of your happy day and time. Then go home to a happy life that limits the people who don't make you happy or cut them out completely. On my wedding day, I would not want anyone there that I don't like. Yes, I understand it could be about saving face and whatever, but like, there is something to be said for just wanting to be surrounded by people who want the best for you and have always wanted the best for you. I just don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could invite someone that I have beef with or that has treated me badly in the past. I couldn't do it. Not the a-hole. Your sister was a mega bitch to you and your sibling supported her, acting horribly to you. You have the right to invite only people who you want to be at your wedding and that are supportive of you and your partner. Literally, like, she didn't even want your partner there at her wedding and now she wants to be invited to the wedding with your partner? You are not the a-hole, my dear.
It is decided.
Oh, guys, we have an update.